Alright, so how did you guys get started here?
We started here in 1981. I was working at the local co-op, and the blacksmith shop in town had closed. We thought, why not give that a try? So with Julie's persistent nudging, we went ahead and did that. So that's how we started.
But we didn't start in this building.
No, we didn't start here. We started in the 1916, wasn't it? 1915 model building. It's built in 1915 up on Main Street. And it had closed. So we started there. We were in there till 1983, I believe it was, when we moved across the street uptown. And we were there until 1996,
I think. Yeah.
when we moved out here. So yes, a lot has changed over the years.
We've revolved.
So how have your machines changed from when you started back then to the machines you have now?
When I started down there, we had a 60-year-old welder, I think it was, a couple of them, and a 1913 model metal lathe, a forge, a trip hammer, a couple of anvils, an old milling machine, and a drill press. We still have the forge, we still have the trip hammer, we still have the drill press. Everything else is gone, except for our press in the back of our big hydraulic press. We still have that. Since then, we have evolved to, I guess, what I'd call state-of-the-art welders. The most recent one was bought last. We have several vertical milling machines, a drill press, a lathe, 175-ton press brake, a 13-foot by half-inch shear, a CNC water jet, various other tools.
With that water jet, you can make anything you want. You can cut anything out you want, or do designs and all that.
Pretty much, whatever you want to do. If you can draw it, you can cut it.
So a stick person wouldn't work? I can draw you a stick person?
A stick person would work. We could make you a stick person.
Perfect.
You just have to decide, do you want it made out of steel, wood, glass, copper, rock, brick?
Granite?
Granite, yeah. Whatever you want to make it out of.
And up to quite thick.
Quite thick, yes.
Alright, so what are the safety precautions you guys gotta take when running all these big machines that are very dangerous, and all these welders that are oxygen and gas tanks? What's all the safety you guys gotta do?
There's a lot of safety. You have to be every minute you're here, you have to be thinking about safety. There's a lot of things out there that are dangerous. There's the things that are less noticeable, some of the more insidious things, so to speak, the ones that, for instance, if you're running your plasma torch cutting an aluminum floor and there's a pocket of water trapped in it, you'll create a hydrogen gas and you'll have an explosion. Those are things that we don't think about. Cutting into a piece of tube that's been backfilled with oily metal can cause a pretty significant eruption. And then there's the just general falling things, lifting, tugging. Most injuries are caused by falls, and there's a lot of opportunity to fall in a place like this. We try real hard to keep it clean, but there's still a risk.
We've actually, though, helped. We have forklifts and telehandler to help, with any back issues. Hopefully you don't lift with your back, you use the machine. So years ago we didn't have that.
How did you come into this business?
Well, I had a job in town, in a human resources office, and it was evident as we moved along in the business that we needed some full-time office help. So we kind of built a separate office in our other building, and I entered, and I've been doing books ever since, stocking shelves, keeping inventory, running control here in the office, and helping the guys with their timing and their time books and time sheets, and just different tax records that need to be filed every month. That's my job. So,
Really important part of the business, what she does.
and greet the
Without,
customers.
without her here, we would have been significantly limited on what we could do, because I would have spent so much time in the office, and I'm so much worse at it, so much slower. I'm not very efficient. It's not my forte, where she's much faster.
So don't retire.
Well,
try
we'll
not to
probably have to retire together. That's what'll have to happen.
So what's it like working with your wife every day?
Charles Dickens said it's the best of times and it's the worst of times. I think that's who said that. And that's accurate, wouldn't you say?
It can be very
The
trying.
good times are really good, the bad times can be really bad, can't they? It can be
When
gnarly.
he goes on vacation, it's truly a vacation for me, too.
Yeah, years ago I started doing week-long bicycle vacations, and people were astounded that I would go away without my wife for a whole week. And I said, you don't realize, we work together every single day. It's good for both of us to be separated for a little while every year. A week doesn't hurt a thing. But no, it's the advantages, though. You know, we make fun of all the disadvantages. The advantages of it, we know exactly what each other are thinking. There are no gray areas, are there? I know exactly what you're going to say. You're going to know what I'm going to say.
Yeah. It's been,
And
next year we'll be in our 40th year, so it's been, it seems like just yesterday, and yet it seems like a long haul. But every year it seems like we're always looking for improvements to the business, or how can we enhance things, or how can we improve. We put up solar panels late last fall to try to get a handle on our costs for electricity, and you always have to be looking for another niche that you can help.
I think the way we describe it typically is, I don't think it matters what business you're in, but any business you're in, there are no plateaus. You have to keep climbing and scratching forward and upward, because when you decide your business is big enough and decides to plateau, what you're really doing is you begin a descent. So you have to keep trying to keep up with technology. You know, no matter how much headache it causes, like today, it just, you have to fight your way through that, and you have to keep advancing. Try to stay cutting edge as much as possible.
Just like you with your business, Patrick.
Now, I have known you guys a long time. You used to drive me to school,
We
Julie.
did.
And I know, Tim, you have had a lot of projects through the years. A lot of stuff you made or built. What was your favorite one you ever did? Your favorite project?
Favorite project? Do you even want to classify it? I mean,
The favorite thing you ever made, or made for somebody.
That's tough.
boy,
because
you
there's
ambushed
so
me on
many.
that question. Oh, we've done a lot of projects.
You feel very. There's a certain amount of accomplishment when you tackle a job that you just have your doubts about in the first place, and then you achieve it. But I don't know, we've done so many. Such
We've
an
done some
array.
sculptures that we're kind of proud of. We've done some machines that we've done that have worked. We're
There's a
proud of.
raffle barrel right here that we built.
Yeah.
It just, we need to build another one or two.
My favorite is that bicycle out there.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know what it was at first. I thought, who would have a giant bicycle in Terril up in the sky? And I came over, you guys, it was your bicycle up there spinning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah,
It was
that's
a
been a fun.
project.
That's been really fun. A lot of people from a lot of different parts of the world actually have stopped by and taken their picture out by the bicycle. And we've made a couple other ones, and they're around.
Yeah, I guess that kind of, people know where, if we say, look for the anvil on the north side of town, or people say, oh, you mean the place with the bicycle? So
But
yeah, people know it's been.
When you talk about projects, one that, while it's not a complicated project, when I first started up, a local farmer brought in his air compressor, and I put a new bottom in it. 10 years or so later, his son brought the same air compressor back in, and it rusted out again, so we put a new bottom in it. And then, I don't know, not too many years ago, the grandson brought the same air compressor and got the new bottom put in it. And we were putting in thick bottoms. I guess they just didn't drain them. But anyway, it goes to show how if you hang around long enough, you go through 3 generations of customers.
Yeah. That's been a good long haul too. The business has treated as well, but it does take work and time and
But asking,
determination.
What's your favorite project? That's a kind of a loaded question because, some of my favorite projects we never even got paid for. I mean, they were volunteer things. We built some stuff for the church, different churches. We've done some things like that. But, we're proud of all of our projects, typically. And some of the best work we've ever done, nobody will ever see. It's an integral part of a machine. If you ask Nathan Seidels, he would say the best project we ever did was we had a brass gear out of a blacktop paving machine. It was broken 1,000 pieces, and we put it all back together. It looked like a big gear out of a watch. And that's what he still says was the coolest thing we had ever done.
All right, well, I want to thank you guys for taking time to do this today. And
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you for doing it. Good
you're
luck.
welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah.
That's all.